Today I'm making a spicy tomato basil chicken bake. We're going to start by thinly slicing a red onion. I cut my onion in half, then we'll cut that in half again, making sure not to cut all the way through the stem. Now we'll cut that into thin slices. Next we'll cut a couple beefsteak tomatoes into thick slices. I use a serrated knife to cut tomatoes, and some people think that's odd, but I find that it works quite well. Chop some multicolored grape or cherry tomatoes in half. This is pretty simple, but the flavor these bring is awesome. I told you I was making it spicy. I cut up all these serrano peppers, but in the end my battle buddy suggested I only use a few, and man, he was right. I ended up only using about 4 of the serranos, and it was plenty hot. Now we'll put all the veggies in a large baking dish and top with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, or about half a teaspoon or so. Then mix it all up. I decided I wanted a little more zhuzh, so I hit it with about a tablespoon of garlic powder and mixed it up one more time. We'll stick that in the oven at 350 for around 10 minutes. While that cooks, we'll flatten out 2 pounds of Midamar Zabiha Halal chicken breasts. You don't need these to be a super thin fillet. We're mostly just pounding these to get the breast to be an even thickness so it all cooks evenly on the grill. Once those are pounded, we'll toss them in a mixing bowl. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, then hit it with some salt and pepper, or about half a teaspoon each. Next we'll add in a teaspoon of onion powder and a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we'll mix it all up until the seasonings are all over the chicken and head out to the grill. While the grill is cold, spray the rack with some nonstick spray. If you do it while the heat's on, you're gonna have a bad time. Now we'll turn the heat on and let it get a little hot before we place our chicken on the grill. We'll cook those for a few minutes, flipping a few times to get nice grill marks. We only want to cook these to about 160 degrees. Once they're mostly cooked, we'll pull them off the grill and put them in the baking dish with our veggies. Stick that back in the oven and bake that for about 5 to 8 more minutes, or until the thickest part of the chicken registers 165 degrees. Pull that out of the oven, aesthetically place some fresh basil over the top of our roasted veggies and chicken, then serve it up with some bread and ricotta and enjoy. And that's it! This recipe was awesome, just enough heat and fresh vegetables to leave you feeling light and refreshed. I hope you liked this meal, and we'll see you next week with another tasty halal recipe.